When he's dealing with the pro-aborts, we just call him Father Provoke.
That's right. Thank you, likewise. Well, friends, I'm just going to take a few minutes. First of all, I am heading out tomorrow to my next speaking engagement, and I know that part of what we are doing this week is thanking you, Flip, for honoring you and thanking you for the leadership that you've exercised over these last 20 years. And I want to bring to you and to all of you, brothers and sisters, that kind of a thank you, that kind of a greeting from our entire team. Many of you are familiar with our ministry team of Priests for Life, and our umbrella ministry is Gospel of Life Ministries. Dr. Alveda King, who heads up our African American outreach, she, following the footsteps of her uncle, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., says that the civil rights movement of today is this movement, the pro-life movement. And she says this all over the country, all over the world. She sends her greetings and her thanks tonight. Brian Kemper, great youth activist who heads up our youth outreach. Janet, of course, who co-founded the Silent No More awareness campaign, about which you heard a little bit more today. Our priests that serve full-time in this ministry, our leaders of Rachel's Vineyard, Kevin and Dr. Teresa Burke, bringing the healing of the Lord's Word to so many who have suffered the loss of children to abortion. They, and so many more on our entire team, want to let you know they are here tonight as well with their prayers and with their love. And of course, they all know you and have had, as have I, many privileged moments over the years and over the decades, many powerful moments, brothers and sisters. Now, I have learned a lot from Flip, and you know, it's no exaggeration to say that when I think about what it means to be in this movement, what it means to stand with these children, no matter what is standing in our way, I often think of you. You are the one that comes to my mind. And right now, just to give you a little update of some of the fruit that has borne, we too are in court right now against what the Obama administration is trying to do. They've got a plan, friends. They've got a scheme to expand abortion, as if it can be expanded any more than our public policy currently allows it to be, but to expand abortion, and not just to expand it, but to force us to cooperate in expanding it. Now, I don't know how closely you've been following this HHS mandate, this mandate from the Department of Health and Human Services that says that we who employ people in our case, in the work of spreading the gospel of life, have to provide insurance coverage for them for abortion-inducing drugs. And when this mandate came out in 2012, groups started suing the federal government, and they said to groups like us, the religious-based groups, they said, we're going to give you a little more time. Here's when the mandate's going to go into effect. They said, but we're going to give you guys, Priests for Life and the other religious group, we're going to give you an extra year so that you can adapt to the mandate. And when we heard that, we stood up and said, we don't need a year, we don't need 10 minutes, take back the time, because you don't adapt to injustice, you oppose it. And so we were among the very first groups to launch a federal lawsuit against this utterly ridiculous mandate. And then they said to us, oh, it's too soon. At first they dismissed the lawsuit. They said, it's too soon because changes are coming. The government's going to make it a little bit easier for you, going to make it a little bit better. Yeah, you have religious freedom rights, so we're going to accommodate those rights. So we waited to see what the accommodation would be. And the accommodation, brothers and sisters, is a form we have to fill out that says we're a religious group. We object to helping expand abortion-inducing drugs. We object to that. And therefore, we're going to say we don't want to cover these objectionable practices. But then it's the very form that we're supposed to sign that authorizes the insurance company to give to the employees the very thing we're objecting to. This is absolutely ridiculous. But people say, but wait a minute, the form is you're telling them that you object. What's the big problem? Just sign a form. There's no problem with that. You know what they told the Christians under the persecution of the Roman Empire? You just have to take a little pinch of incense. What's the big deal? Take a little pinch of incense and say, Caesar is Lord. Then you can go off and live your life. And the reason that empire persecuted Christians more than anybody else, because it was the Christians who said, we will not compromise with evil. Not in any way, in any shape, in any form, not for a minute, not for a second, not even to appear to compromise with evil. We will not obey. And so, when that accommodation came out and the government presented it to us on a silver platter, we threw it right back in their face and launched another federal lawsuit. I want you to understand this, friends. Just to understand, because it becomes very complicated. But recently we know we had a victory in the Supreme Court with Hobby Lobby, right? Hobby Lobby, they were objecting to the same mandate, but notice it was different. They're a corporation a business that the government was saying, you don't even have religious freedom rights as a corporation. You got them as individuals, but you don't have them as a corporation. And the court said, no, you're wrong about that. Of course the corporation has religious freedom rights. And so they ruled that Hobby Lobby does not have to obey that mandate. But you see, Hobby Lobby didn't have the accommodation. Now, our case actually is the next one in line to be decided, because we already had the oral arguments in the second most influential court in the nation, the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals. We already had the oral arguments in May, so we're awaiting a decision any day now. And what they're deciding is if we say we object to the accommodation, is that good enough for us to be protected, say, well, our faith tells us we can't sign that form. And we expect a victory in that case too. But let it be known, whether the court, because we ultimately are not subject to this human court ultimately for our obedience. It is, like you were just reflecting, it is to be submitted to the law of God and to be faithful to Him above all. Whether this court grants that or not, first of all, if they rule against us, that very day we're going to be appealing to the Supreme Court. But whether that Supreme Court takes the case or not, and whether they rule for us or against us, we will obey God rather than men. There is, and we already made this clear, there is nothing that they can do to us individually. And by the way, together with Priests for Life, Janet individually is a plaintiff in this case, as am I, as is Dr. Alveda King. And we said, we don't care what you do to us, to our bank account, to our organization. We will not cooperate. Government, you're going to expand abortion, you're going to have to do it without us. So many of you are friends and friends of our ministry. I just wanted to give you a quick update about what was going on with that. And I wanted to wrap it in this context of our thanks to Brother Flip Benham for years, decades of faithful witness to this very same spirit of standing with God and standing with justice and standing with the children no matter what. We have so many memories. And it's not that you're going away from the battle. We're going to be hand in hand until this victory is won. But you know what? And of course, Rusty, another great friend. We look forward to working very closely with you and with the whole team as time goes on here. But one final thought. We have so many memories from over the years, but I want to just say that my favorite photo of you is that smile on your face when our sister Norma McCorvey came up out of the waters of baptism. A smile of, you know the picture I'm talking about, a smile of triumph in the Lord, of victory in Jesus Christ. And I want to say to you, Flip, and to all of you brothers and sisters, hold on to that smile because more victories are coming. God bless you. Thank you so much. All right.